Hi everyone, my name is Marisa. Welcome. In this video I would like to share with you the new Mer Radiant Skin Tint SPF30. I'm going to talk a little bit with you about this product and its ingredients. I'm going to swatch it, apply it on me with and without a primer, and finally I will tell you my conclusions. So if you are interested in this content, just keep on watching. Thank you for choosing to see my video, and before you leave it, please consider subscribing to my channel. You just need to click on the red subscribe button below, as well as on the notification bell, in order for you to be informed whenever I publish a new video. Since unfortunately I cannot ensure that I will always publish on the same day like this, you will not miss any of them. Also, please consider following me on Instagram. I publish almost daily on my Instagram stories, makeup, beauty, and sometimes cat-related content. So, without much further ado, let's jump into our foundation. Now, I know that Mer is an extremely polarizing brand, that there are those that absolutely swear by their products and love them, and that there are those that hate them and the marketing that is behind those products. Personally, I've always been indifferent, and I didn't try any of the products before because I was scared with the reviews that I saw on YouTube regarding how heavily fragranced scented they are. But we are getting close to the summer and everyone wishes for a lighter coverage and a fresher feeling on the skin. So when I heard that Mer was coming out with a new skin tint product and that it didn't include fragrance, I thought to myself, this is it. I'm going to test my first Mer product. So here it is. It comes in the typical Mer packaging. It has the information of ingredients on the back. It's produced in Belgium, and it has more than the typical foundation size because it has 1.4 fluid ounces or 40 milliliters. It has a suggested shelf life of 2 years, and the product inside comes in this squeezy tube. I do understand this is practical to put on a purse and take it anywhere. Mer claims that this skin tint gives a radiant look, a healthier look to the skin, that it has sheer coverage, therefore a tint, that it reduces the fatigue signs and plumps up the dry lines in order to give that healthier look. And it does that with a list of 93 ingredients that I had to split in order to be able to show you, which, according with Mer, the most important are the miracle broth, several ferments and yeast and barley extracts, as well as lime tea concentrate, which works as an antioxidant. On the Crème de la Mer UK site is mentioned that the ingredient list to be considered is the one on the packaging of the product and not the one on the site, because it may vary from time to time, and apparently the one on the site may not reflect the latest version. Indeed, I did find some differences, namely this one did not include some root extracts. The SPF factor is provided by a mixture of physical sunscreen, titanium dioxide, and chemical sunscreens, octinoxate and octisalate, which provide protection against UVB exclusively. The titanium dioxide provides protection against UVB rays and also short-length UVA. So if you want a broad spectrum protection, do not count with this product because it does not provide protection against the long wavelength UVA rays. The ingredient list is filled with beautiful products like glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, different types of vitamin like vitamin C, vitamin B3, vitamin E, yeast extract, which I particularly like, minerals, seaweed extract, which is part of the famous miracle broth, but it also contains at least 10 essential oils, namely rose, eucalyptus, spearmint, geranium, grapefruit, and some that are clearly designed to disguise the scent: linalool, geraniol, citronellol, and limonene. I have to say that having to go through this ingredient list with such tiny letters has been quite a task. It also contains denatured alcohol. It's really at the end of the ingredients list, but I wanted to mention it anyway. This product is retailed in 7 different shades, which are stated as adaptable, since this is a sheer coverage, although I find that all of them, or at least the majority of them, are on the lightest spectrum of human skin tones. I got mine with the shade Light 22. I'm going to show you now a swatch of the skin tint compared with others for you to have a perception of this color at least and the application. I'm going to apply the skin tint for the first time. I'm going to apply my usual sunscreen, the Neostrata, on my right side of the face, and on my left I'm going to leave just with the skincare. So I'm going to give it a good shake. Very good shake. This sunscreen has a light tint, but doesn't give any coverage. It's just to hide the white of the zinc oxide and the titanium oxide. If you are thinking that I'm not applying enough sunscreen, this is a factor 50 and I'm not leaving home, so I think it will be more than enough. This sunscreen sets to a matte, and I'm going to let it set before I apply the skin tint. Actually, as you can see, it does give a little bit of tint to the face. It has made my skin a little bit more uniform. I love this sunscreen. I will place it in the description below. I'm not totally sure you can get it through Amazon, but I will provide the details and the links that I have. It's a 100% mineral sunscreen, SPF 50. The tint is more or less sheer and it blends, but it does help to uniform the skin a little bit. The sunscreen is completely set. I'm going to apply it on my right side first with my fingers. So this feels like a lotion. And I can feel it setting and becoming more difficult to spread. It's like a lotion. I don't feel it on the skin, and it has merged completely. I don't see it sitting on the skin. It starts to set pretty quickly. So we have an initial stage in which is very fluid, but then it starts to get more tacky. And you can really feel it getting tackier and tackier. You can still spread it, it's just that it's really noticeable. It's interesting. So I'm going to show you how it looks. So this is on my right side with it and with the sunscreen, and here on my left I don't have anything. It does provide sheer coverage and makes the skin more uniform. I'm going to apply it on my left side. It's interesting because you can feel the smell of sunscreen, of chemical sunscreen below the citrusy scent. When I was a teenager, I think the majority of the sunscreens that I used were chemical, and I remember this smell. To me, it reminds me beach days. Honestly, for something that was supposed to be just a skin tint, I think it has more coverage than I expected. It's true that I applied very generously, let's say it like this, but as you can see, and it's definitely radiant. I'm looking at the view screen and I can see the reflex here. So for those of you that like La Mer products and that like sheer coverage, I think this would be just up your alley. See you later. Regarding the application, I would like to make the following comments. The first is that the application of the primer on one side of the face didn't really make the difference, at least with the one that I applied. The second comment I would like to make is that the skin tint is indeed radiant and actually a little bit too radiant for me. I am very comfortable in wearing it at home, but I would not be comfortable going outside without powdering it. And I didn't powder it during the test. I am going to test it using beneath it only serums and sunscreen, not using any moisturizer, to see if the hydrating properties that it has are enough to sustain my skin and not making it glow like this. I will place below in the comments what was the result of that test. Regarding the scent that it has, I find it very fresh, agreeable. It's citrusy, clearly. It's not as strong as the Crème de la Mer, the original creme. I have here a sample, and this is definitely much stronger and flowery. This one kind of reminds me a little bit the one from the CC cream from IT Cosmetics. It's the same lime citrusy scent. So what can I say regarding this product? I think that if you are a fan of the La Mer products, you are probably going to like this very much. Personally, I'm quite divided about it. This mixture of chemical sunscreen and several essential oils is a little bit scary, and I can 100% say that I will never wear this outside home, exposing it to the sun on top of my skin, because I prefer not to risk it. I have already wore this one day at home and I didn't see any strong reaction on my skin, but again, I prefer not to risk it, so I will not use this consistently, definitely with a more sporadic frequency and exclusively at home. I have a sample of the soft fluid foundation, and if you want I can do a test for you using on one side this skin tint and the soft fluid foundation on the other, because although this is stated as sheer, I thought that this is more like a light medium coverage. So it would actually be interesting to see what is the difference in practical terms. So leave below in the comment section if you would like to see a video with the test comparing the two, the skin tint with the soft fluid foundation. And this is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye. And it plumpest that it reduces the octinoxate and citronellol sporadic frequency. I'll be back. Or should I say I'll be back? I can't imitate Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. That is a very bad imitation.